Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Anjs Lestari. My NPM 2012600004. In this video, I will share public speaking tips for beginners. So if you're just getting started in your stand-up speaking experience, this video is for you. So let's unpack the details. Hello there and welcome to this channel, Communication Coach. If you have never tuned in yet, this channel is here to help rising leaders increase your personal impact so you can lead the people around you with more excellence. And today we're talking about communication skills specifically. If you haven't had a lot of experience doing stand-up speaking, I'm going to give you some do's and some don'ts that will help move you in the right direction. And as we talk about these do's and don'ts, I want you to speak about which ones you think would help you the most, and feel free at any point to comment in that section below the video. So when I say do's and don'ts, we're actually going to start with the don't and then give you the do version of it. So that's the way we'll organize it. So the first part goes like this: don't ramble and get along with it. Anytime a speaker is disorganized and whoever are around, it's very hard to follow what he or she is talking about, and instead what you want to do is give a nice, organized and conscious message. That means you have to take the time beforehand. When you're preparing to create a nice introduction, body and conclusion, make sure you have clear main point and there's a transition statement between each main point. Your audience is really going to appreciate an orderly presentation of your ideas, and it's much more likely that they will remember what you said, and really that's the whole point of speaking to them in the first place. The next don't is don't look with your eyes in the wrong place. You want to not look over people's heads or not look at the floor, and not stare at the ceiling or scan around like that. What you want to do is look directly into a person's eye long, not to finish a talk and then move on and look directly into the next person's eyes long enough to finish a talk. On public speaking, teacher told me one talk on what in their words about a stanza or a half. A stanza and then move on to the next person. No, this is very difficult to do if you're not used to it. It can feel very awkward looking right into someone's eyes, but you have to gear up for this because that's what audience want. We want people to connect with this. If you're not looking into our eyes and making you feel like we're part of this, then you're not going to have much of an impact. The next thing you want to do is don't rather. This is a don't clutter up all your notes with too many details. A lot of them were tempted to jot or notes or our PowerPoint with everything we want to say. But the result is when we're nervous in the moment, we end up just walking into our notes and looking down the whole time and reading and sounding really stiff, really worn, and you're not going to again connect with people. So what you want to do instead is pardon your knowledge so that you can just have a conversational style with your audience. And again, as your factory, you have to water down those notes so that all you have is like 13 point. Like a little grocery list of items then you're going to talk about, and it almost forces you, or at least frees you to connect with people, to look up and to have a nice, normal conversation with them in your natural personality. The next door is you don't want to load up your slide with all complicated animation and text. And one of the reasons is you don't want to start at it and read from it. The other reason is that it's very hard to follow what's going on if your slides are jam-packed with the style. What you want to do instead is to make sure your slides are neat and clear and simple, and help you make whatever point you're making in that particular moment. A rule of thumb that I like to use is if you're spending more than about 2 or 3 minutes on each PowerPoint slide, then you're probably wasting your time, and I don't recommend using more than a couple of slides for a presentation. Anyway, if you're a beginner, because people tend to overrely on the studies and line up each single slide with why Romaida. The next don't is don't fidget. Don't fidget with your hands. Don't fidget with your feet. Don't patch back and forth aimlessly because you're nervous. What you want to do instead is have a nice confident posture where you stand in one place for a little while, and then if you want to move with a purpose move, stand in another place for a while and then share another part of your message. Move for the purpose. Stand still, share some of your message. Don't just pitch. Have nice confident posture. Something with your hand. You want to use gesture and emphasis your ideas with your hands. You don't want to fidget and put them in your pocket or play with a pen or do anything elsewhere or distracting like that. That is a big part of how you come across non-verbally, and I recommend to you when you're practicing. You work on this as well. And the last don't you know is how you use your voice. What you don't want to do is speak too softly. Use a lot of fillers like and a handshake. What you want to do is have a confident voice where you speak loud, like to the back of the room with a nice clear volume. I'm for the back of the room because just think about it. You have to reach those people. The other thing you want to do is emphasize your keyboard with the sound of your voice, and also pause after you share a key idea or a key thought. Pause for a minute silently. Don't fill it up with an or an oh. The pause is much more effective. So here are some do's and don'ts, some tips for beginners. Again, as I mentioned, where do you see yourself in here? Which one you think would help you the most in the list? I would love to hear your comment in that section below. So, thank you, God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Wallahul muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.